All right. What's going on, guys? Sorry I hadn't been able to talk on my past streams. I was just in a very, let's say, busy area. Anyways, we're going to get right into it today. So these are my next 10 pages. So I submit these pages into a, let's say, a peer review group that streams on YouTube called Pocket Jacks Gaming. Um, I'll post a link to his channel in the comments. That's Pocket Jacks Gaming. They have a stream every Tuesday, and I like to submit my scripts and get their honest opinions, their critiques. Um, they're a bunch of avid comic book fanatics and writers themselves, and they create Kickstarters and um, they write the scripts themselves. So I use um, I use Final Draft. This is the program that I use, the software. I use Final Draft and I write everything into film script because originally um, I got um, interested in writing film and I read a few books, couple books on film script writing, and this is just what I am comfortable with. Um, but yeah, let's try to get this all in here. Okay, I think that should do it right there. Okay, so I have my next 10 pages that I'm writing that I wrote already. This is the first draft. I'm just gonna go back and clean it up before I resubmit it because I already submitted actually. But I have some time to clean it up before they stream tonight, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Um, I just came up with some interesting ideas that I want to take care of here. First of all, I got to make sure it's 10 pages. I think I'm over a line. Yeah, I'm over one line. So let me try to get that, um, clean it up a bit, see if I can get, um, clean up some of this dialogue and get that line back in there because these are pretty much my set 10 pages that I want to do. Um, make sure that's 10. Yeah, it's 10 pages. Well, it's 11 right now. Okay, let's start at the top. Let's see what we can do here. Interior bathroom. Continue. Juno interrupts Misaki and Riku. Riku's a hot plumber. I might turn him into a female actually, to where she has an interesting relationship with Misaki, who's the protagonist, along with Toyotaro, and maybe do a love triangle thing there or something. Something interesting. One thing I learned about comic book writing: every page needs to be interesting. Every page needs to capture um, the reader's attention and want him to turn the page, move on to the next one, make it nice and snappy. Um, and I think that's the best thing for me to do right now since I'm just getting started. Um, and that's why I'm working on these popular, in this popular genre. Uh, if you know about Shake Baby, I'm trying to work in these popular genres, get some short stories going in, and get some kind of attention garnered towards my writing before I hit them with my my soul, which is La Vigilante, another project I've been working on for a few years. Um, so I'm just getting myself out there with these projects. This is a popular genre, isekai, and let's get going here. Juno intros Misaki and Riku. Juno, Misaki, the budget meeting's at 10. Right, I forgot. Grab my bag. Let's go. Okay, so Riku's, wouldn't say a simp yet. Definitely an errand boy. Riku is surprised and shouts out as Misaki runs away. I mean, Juno's. an errand boy. Riku's the plumber. Maybe I'll turn her into Rika. Hey, don't forget to program it using the USB. I won't forget, thank you. Maybe I can get rid of this line. I feel like that'll be an out of frame word bubble. Misaki seats. Sorry, I just got a text. One thing about this stream is that I get to focus a lot, but I just got this really important text. Um, Somebody's actually making me a handcrafted doll for my. Mm, for my last character, Shake Baby, and she texted me some pictures. Okay. I won't forget, thank you. Lunchroom noon. Misaki sits at the lunch table, snacking on a smoothie and some ramen. There's groups of employees sitting sparsely around the lunchroom. CEO Saito wants me to finish developing Toyotaro's latest project. I've been so busy these past few months, I never paid attention to his ongoing work. Or let's just say project. To his project. Is that too much? Mm. Kaito. Learn this. Actually, then these names, I'm not in love with these names. I'm thinking about actually changing them. Um, I want to go like a Dragon Ball style, like where they're all vegetable names, but they will all be like bathroom names. Um, I got a really good one for this one character. We need to learn this. Why aren't you learning this? This is a name, and I have constant battles with this Final Draft software. I recommend it, but there's just little things that bother me about it for the price that it was. Sure thing. Uh, Not looking so good. Yeah, I think this udon was a bit too spicy. I better get to the bathroom quick. Misaki runs out of the cafeteria. Kaido walks over to a group of fellow programmers, Kenji and Tori. So I'm gonna change Kenji's name because his name is just a bit. I think so. I'm gonna go with like toilet names. So I was thinking to call him something like Bo, but I think I'm gonna do something like Beerus, and instead of bow, like a bowl, but just bow, I'm gonna go with Boru, since it's difficult for Japanese people to pronounce the L's. Just like Beerus, his real name is Bills, but we're gonna go with Boru here, but it's actually Bo. Boru, and Tori. Huh, come to think of it, Tori is kind of already similar to toilet, like toilet, Tori. Wow, I did that unintentional. So we got toilet and bow here. Wow, and these will be the two idiots of the story of the comic. These will be the two. They're not, you know, let's just say, boring. And there's a way you could change the name of the characters on this. I just character names. Let's do a sprint timer. Let's do 20 minutes. Let's do 15. Let's start the sprint. All right. All right. So Misaki runs Boru. He doesn't have too much dialogue. Let's just, you know, I'm not gonna search for the option right now, but I know there's one to where you could just change the name real quick. Boru, Boru, Tori. Learn it, damn it. Don't go. Boru. Let's do this first, and then we'll go back and look at the dialogue. Uh, Boru. Tori and Boru. Tori's good. Wait, was that? Nah, not Kenji is Boru. Okay. See, that's why I wanted to change it. Kenji and Kaito is too much, too similar. So we're gonna go Tori and Boru. Tori and Boru. Kenji. Let me look at this update from the start real quick. Hmm. Damn, she did a good job. Um. Yeah, I love my characters. They're absolutely fabulous. I get really detailed with them. I'm making a doll for my other character, Shake Baby, and it's coming out great. I'll post some pictures later. Kenji. Oh yeah, this is where I put the drop the corporate espionage line. But we'll see where this goes because I stopped short here, or I stopped abruptly there before ending my last session. All right, let's see if we got any more Kenjis here. Mm. Kenji originally was man too, so we got Kaido and we got Juno here. All right. Um. All right. Let's start from the top. Hey Kaido, how's it going? Yeah, we say Kaido walks over to a group of fellow programmers, Boru and Tori. Let's switch it around so maybe the whoever's reading this might get the gist of toilet bowl. I might as well put it in here, right? Hey Kaido, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we saw you talking to Misaki. What a hottie. Hey guys. Yeah, I just wanted to scoop on the new project. Oh, this is I fucked it up. This is Kaido. I think this is the only instance of that fuck up, so we should be good. Hey guys, yeah, I just wanted to scoop on the new project. So how do you think she's taking it? Huh? Toyotaro's death, man. Huh? Toyotaro's death, man. Toyotaro's death, man. Yeah, I heard she. Yeah, I heard she walked in on him mid-stroke and he had a massive heart attack. That's. You don't think he was sneaking in there after hours, do you? I'd lick that bowl clean. So, the group are frightened as Takanawa, one of the execs, leans in and makes a remark. I don't know if I should put an action before he speaks, but that just seems like a perfect like sort of jump scare there. And then it explains in the script. I'd lick that bowl clean. The group are frightened as Takanawa, one of the execs, leans in and makes a remark. They look like they've seen a ghost. So they each have their little panic attack. Mr. Takanawa, we had no idea you were listening in. Come on, boys, who wouldn't seriously love some action from the only lady on the 23rd floor? Yeah, she's the only lady here, then they're all simping for her. I just need to make that point come across a little bit better, I think, in the script. I'm trying. Between you and me, I've had my fair share of peaks and valleys, if you know what I mean. Heh. Yeah, okay. So this dude is just like a total creep, like that creepy old uncle you have trying to give you uh dating advice. Yeah, okay, whatever you say. Wraps his arm around Kaito. All right, this is an action. I used to be a young stud like you. Believe me when I say take your shot. Leave no room for regrets. Sure thing, Mr. Takanawa. Yeah. Anyways, enjoy your lunch and don't forget tonight is Toyotaro's memorial. Of course, thank you, sir. Takanawa walks away as the group gets closer. Why didn't you say he was right behind me? I swear he came out of nowhere. That guy definitely has a thing for Misaki. Who doesn't? She's practically the only female on our floor and in the department. Hell, she basically has the rest of the execs wrapped around her finger. Kaido, you're lucky enough to be her errand boy. Tell us what you find out about Toyotaro. I'm telling you, it was all an accident. The guy had a bad case of IBS, slipped and fell. Plus, his hours were off the charts. Whatever he was working on did him in. Corporate espionage? Yeah, okay, I guess. Now that he's out of the picture, one of us may get lucky enough to be Misaki's next lapdog. Okay, so here I was going to put Kaito say, shh. So I'm gonna insert a competitor's name here. All right, so there's gonna be a. This is gonna be a. The some part of the plot of the story is corporate espionage. I still need to introduce Toyotaro's nemesis or arch rival, who turns out to be a spy for another corporation. It's better to get that um, put in here early on or alluded to um, early on. Yeah, okay, I guess. Now that he's out of the Yeah, okay. I guess now that he's out of the picture, one of us may get lucky enough to be Misaki's next lapdog. I'm gonna just name drop him here. Toyo's out of the picture. One of us may get lucky enough to be Misaki's next lapdog. Wouldn't mind that at all. Drooling. Interior, Misaki's private bathroom, continuous. Misaki sits on the toilet in reverse cowgirl position. And this is actually the image that got me to create this story. This image just came to me when I was writing something else. And I thought it would be perfect uh, to create a story around that. Um, I put two and two together, and bam, this came out of it. So Misaki says it's a unconventional way to sit on a toilet, but I can imagine the art already. It's just at least for the niche of the genre that I'm going for, I think they would really enjoy it. She doom scrolls on her phone. Just unique overall. Her blazer's hanging on the door. Her blouse is undone and her skirt is pulled up as her panties hang from her bare left foot. Uh, that really hit the spot. How do I flush this thing? toilet bidet, flush. So when she says toilet bidet, she's summoning the AI of the toilet. Let's put it that way. And she says it in her high pitched Japanese Japanese manner or voice. Hi, it's not doing its thing. She taps on LCD screen on the wall. She says patiently, I said flush. Water from the jets in the toilet spray everywhere. Ah, she's not soaking wet and visibly surprised as she's erotically, is that spelled right? Erotically stands and turns. I made such a mess this thing. She acts surprised. Oh yeah, the USB drive. I need to program it with all my old settings. Okay. She pulls out the USB drive from her blazer that's hanging on the bathroom door. Hopefully this will stop it from making such a mess next time. She snaps in the wrong USB drive into the LCD screen. Awesome, we did 15 minutes, guys. Thank you for joining. We'll pick it up next time. Maybe a bit later tonight. I got some other work to do. But thank you for joining and watching.